join me next time with John Free Talk. So recently, while walking around, I've noticed that my sense of smell is bringing back like super vivid memories. Like I smelled like the stem of a tomato recently, and it reminded me of gardening with my mom. Or like driving past a farm, the smell of manure reminds me of playing football on a cold fall day. I just wish the smell of Chardonnay didn't remind me of my grandmother yelling racist things at Tiger Woods on the TV. But it does, and it sucks. Besides football, I played baseball as a kid, and let me tell you, the coaching styles between those two sports is extremely different. Like in baseball, they're so encouraging, they're like, good swing, bud, or you'll get it next time. But in football, not so sweet. That hits you in the fucking hands, what are you doing? What are you, some kind of stupid? Quit crying, you baby, this is a man's sport. I remember one time my coach grabbed me by the pads and pointed over at this kid on the other team named Fat Joe by both the parents and the coaches. And he said, I need you to put that fat pig in the ground. And even I, as a 9-year-old, knew that's kind of harsh to call a kid with a weight problem. But on the very next play, Fat Joe put his hands up like this, and then fell on top of me, so fuck that guy. I like to work out, as Cody mentioned, I'm a big guy, and I run the youth fitness program at my gym. And one of the kids recently asked me, because it's Halloween season, he's like, what would you do in a zombie apocalypse? And apparently buttering myself up and throwing myself to the horde was not the right answer. And then when I was trying to calm him down, I pat him on the shoulder and I was like, don't worry, buddy, you'll be dead too. And that might not have been the right thing to say. He's not that athletic. I was looking up new workouts recently, and I noticed a lot are named after like Eastern European countries, like the Romanian deadlift or the Bulgarian split squat. So I came up with some of my own for the good old US of A. You have the bench press, the 1%, just get it a bit higher up there. You have the lateral raise the minimum wage, please dear God, raise the minimum wage. And then this last one, it takes some effort, but it is my favorite. It's the excessive force lunge. Stay on the ground! I said stay on the ground! And then if you need some cardio, you should throw some punches in for good measure. Stay on the ground! I'm going to retire that one. I really want to be on the Great British Bake Off. They always seem so they always seem so polite and friendly to each other. And I think I can just patriot it up a bit. Like when they win, they're like, oh gosh, not me, man, everybody else is so great. Not me. Not when I win. I'm the best. Did you hear that? The American won. USA, USA. And then like if I got Star Baker, I'd be like, hey Victoria, do you even know what a meringue was? Wait, where's your marshmallow? Get your head out of your bag, get in the game. USA, USA. That one's new. I recently realized I can't dance. Like if I went to a wedding, all I can break out is the robot, or like that thing from Gangnam Style, or like the sprinkler. Some of you fuckers thought I was going to do this, but this is my sprinkler. You pulled it around your yard, and you always wound up with brown spots. Let's skip that one. So did anybody else have a weird sex story in high school that just spread like wildfire? It got told over and over like it was some kind of folklore, and a friend of a friend had a video of it, but no one ever saw it. Ours involved a girl, her dog, and some peanut butter. Yeah. And while everybody else was like, oh, what is her family going to think? Or what's this going to do for her relationship? I was over in my corner thinking, well, what kind of peanut butter was it? Was it creamy or crunchy? If it was crunchy, that's just kind of a mess. And what brand was it? Because Peter Pan peanut butter just had that salmonella outbreak. And I don't know if that's a sexually transmitted disease. Is the dog sick? Did he like it? These are the kinds of questions that plague me at night. I was at Blaze Pizza on Saturday night after the USC game. It's like 2 a.m. and I'm standing there, and these people behind me start talking to me, and they just ask me like what I do and if I'm like a student, which I thought was flattering because I'm 27 and definitely didn't make it more than 6 months in college. But after I got over that, I was telling him about my job and like what I do for fun. And he like at some point stopped me and was like, "You are like a true blue-blooded American." And there was something just about the way he said it that kind of irked me, kind of seemed off. Then we started chit-chatting some more, and he mentioned that he was part of some small bookstore named Amazon. Those are actually his words, not mine. And then he somehow circled back and was like, "You are just like a true Midwestern American." And at this point, I know he's being a dick. I know what he's saying about me. But like, I wasn't even mad that he was like kind of implicating that I was dumb or simple. And I was more mad that he thought I was a representation of South Bend because I suck. And South Bend's pretty cool. God, that one sucked. Good to know. I'll leave you guys with this. Why can our buttholes taste spicy, but not sweet? Like, why do I have to feel the burn of a pepper twice? When all I really want is the sweet kiss of a Twinkie? You guys have a great night.
Hey,